awesome fishing days I've had in a long, long time. And we caught in the 80-85 number. I had one this morning right at the boat on the deep diver, and it almost pulled me in. We did not land that one. It was big.
You lost 2 fish this morning, you were telling me. You lost one big one?
Two big ones.
Two big ones. But you lost another, you lost the second one, you never seen that one, but it just...
Right. It is one I didn't see, and the other one got wrapped up in the trees, and we couldn't get him out.
So if you were telling somebody that were coming down, was your best fishing on crankbaits or worms, a combination of everything right now?
I think it was a combination of everything. We switched up, we changed it up. Our guide Lacho was very, very good. We'd go into an area and he'd say, plastic here, or he'd go crankbaits here, you know. So he was very, very good. It was awesome. You will have nothing but my best reviews to anybody I talk to.
Right? Your fishing tackle is still in the boat, right? Right. Right now, I told you.
Let's go, right there.
Okay, the hot bait today was the chartreuse and blue crankbait. Fat-free shad, that's what it is. And they were jumping in the boat. My friend over here caught 3 over 7, and I was just cheering him on the whole way. I think we caught between us well over 100 fish this afternoon in 3 hours, and the smallest was probably 2 pounds. If you stopped at 100, 2 or 3 pounds would be the smallest, and everything else is above that, up to over 100. So, best afternoon of fishing I've ever had in my life, and I've been doing this a long time. And I'll be back.
Well, here we are on the shores of Lake El Salto with Anglers Inn. We got some customers coming in. They're on their second day of fishing. They still got another 1 full day, right? Full day, yeah. And you were saying today you caught about 70 bass?
We got 72 in the boat. We don't count the 30 plus fish we lost right at the boat, or you know.
Yeah, that is fair.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. Gotta keep it fair. Gotta keep it fair.
They're catching their fish on the crankbaits. 85% of your fish came in on the crankbait. Yeah. What color was your crankbait? What was it?
The blue fat-free shad. The blue and yellow fat-free shad.
You know, that's been a killer down here for years, but right
Bring
now...
lots. Bring lots. They're gold.
How many baits have you lost?
3. I only lost 3 crankbaits, but
that ain't too bad.
No, ain't too bad.
And then the rest of the fish they catching on worms was a moto color. Or
the black and blue. Yeah.
Black and blue power worms.
And 12-inch black.
10 and 12-inch power worms. So basically, 85% of their fish came on crankbait, and then black 10-inch, 12-inch power worms, black with a blue tail. Yeah. If you were coming down, what could you tell the people, you guys, to make sure they have? That's what this is all about.
The crankbait.
Crankbaits, yeah, that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
And have a good half a dozen of them, right?
At least.
If you can break them off into the wood, they can get hung up on you.
Yeah. And treble hooks.
Yeah, on treble hooks too. Yeah, he lost 2 treble hooks on a big fish. Big fish came up, and basically both the hooks came right out of the crankbait.
Your big fish was 7.5?
Yeah.
Crankbait?
Yeah, crankbait.
Yeah. Dumb question.
Yeah, exactly.
So biggest fish was 7.5. A lot of fish in the 3, 4,
4, 5. I had a 5.5 or 5.11. You know,
catching
nice
a ton of fish in the 2.5 to 3 pound range, which a lot of those fish are in that range. But you're seeing the 4s, 5s, and 6s mix in. Big fish this week have been running 7, 8s, and 9s. Big fish today so far was 9, 10, I believe, from this group out of California. We appreciate you fishing with Anglers Inn, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Hey Marty, I understand you lost a big one yesterday. Tell me about it. What happened?
Why do you got to bring that up, man? Why you got to hurt a brother like that? This thing was, my partner will even verify, this was the biggest bass we've ever seen. This thing was, the head on it was that wide. It was a monster. straight up monster.
I understand you hit a buzzbait.
Yeah, we hit a black and red buzzbait with a 2 prop on the front. It was coming right across the tree. I threw right through the middle of some trees, pulled it real slow, and this was a monster splash, man. I was like, I got goosebumps, and I got actually nervous and scared. So
he jumped a couple times, then the guy said, "Holy shit, man!"
Oh yeah, the guide was yelling, "Gigante, gigante, gigante," and I'm like, oh man, yeah. And then it came up twice, danced twice, went back down, wrapped me around a tree. So I suggest having really good line, because these things will break you off.
How you doing, Bob?
Do great.
You had a tournament this week. Tell me about it.
It was McCarthy first annual bass tournament out of San Diego. We came with 32 of our best, closest friends, subcontractors and McCarthy folks. We teamed everybody up. We had a fantastic time. Biggest fish, 9 pounds, 13 ounces. Actually caught by one of our McCarthy employees, so it's a pretty cool deal.
What were your best baits for this fishing report for AnglersIn.tv? If anybody was coming down, what would they be bringing down with them?
Crankbaits for sure. I did really well on a spinnerbait. Marty here, he caught quite a few on a plastic frog. Really, anything you threw, caught fish, big fish, lots of fish.
Your most productive bait would be what? Cranking it?
Cranking it, absolutely. I saw a guy, one of our subcontractors that came out here, caught 25 fish right in front of me. Biggest one, 6 pounds, 11 ounces. Phenomenal.
That's a fat-free citrus color was the color, right?
That's correct.
How about you, Marty? You lost your big one on a buzzbait.
Yeah.
Biggest fish I've ever seen in my entire life. It was the biggest toad. It had to go 12 pounds. Had to.
Yeah.
Full thing flipped out of the water. It was unbelievable.
Numbers, you guys, per day, what were you averaging with, say, 16, 17 boats fishing? What would be your average fish per day, per boat, two anglers to a boat?
I would say 50.
Yeah.
50 for sure, easy.
And that's with some unexperienced fishermen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not, it was phenomenal
We had
every time.
couple guys, 100 fish a day, consistently as well.
Hey, good time, man. Great trip. A lot of fun. Lots of fish. Big trip.
Third time, I'll be back next year for sure.
Thank you. We'll see you next year.
See you, man.